Today we're going to talk about area of regular polygons. So parts of a regular polygon. The distance from the center of a polygon to any side is called the apothem. When you say it fast, it kind of sounds like opossum, but it's called an apothem. So that's from the center to the side, and it's at a right angle. The radius of a regular polygon is the distance from the center to a vertex. So to one of the vertices, so the points of the regular polygon. So our formula for the area of a regular polygon is 1/2 a times p, where a is the apothem. Remember, that's the distance from the center to the side, and then p is the perimeter. Perimeter is where we're adding up each of our side lengths. So on a regular polygon, all of these sides are exactly the same. Okay. So find the area of each regular polygon. So first we're going to find our apothem. So our apothem is the distance from the center to the side. So this is 7. And we're going to find our perimeter. On this one we have 3 sides. So we're going to do 3 times our side length, which is 24.2. Okay, when I multiply that, I get 72.6. So to find my area, I'm going to do 1/2 times 7 times 72.6. And that gives me 254.1. And it would be feet squared. All right, so number 2 is going to be set up very similarly. So pause it, try it, check with your group members, see if they're getting the same thing, and then come back and see if we got the same answer. So on number 2, our apothem is 16. Our perimeter is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 13.3, which is 106.4. So my area is going to be 1/2 times 16 times 106.4. And when I multiply those, I get 851.2 centimeters squared. All right, so that's when we're given the apothem, which is again from the center to a side, and we're given the side length. Sometimes we're not given those things. So when we're not given those things, we're going to use properties of right triangles to help us find the side length or the apothem. Okay, so on these next 4, we have the apothem of each one, and we are looking for the side. So I'm going to do number 3 and number 5, and then you're going to try 4 and 6. I'll make sure you have the correct answer for it, but I'm just going to do 2, and then you're going to try the other 2 with your group. All right, so number 3, the first thing that we want to do is we want to find, we're looking for the entire side length, but what we're going to do is we're going to make a right triangle in here that looks like this. So I'm going to find this little piece first. Okay, what I need to do is I need to find this angle, and it tells you how to find that up here. We're going to do our formula for interior angle, and then we're going to divide. So I'm gonna do that part first. So our first job is to find our angle. So we're going to do 180 times our sides, which we have 6 sides, so 6 minus 2 divided by 6 times 2. Okay, so this is our first step. Our first step is to find our angle. When we put that in our calculator, You can do 180 times 4 divided by 12, um, or you can not simplify it and just put it all in there at once. But you should get 60. Okay, so that's this angle right here. All right, so what we're going to do is step 3 says use special right triangles or trigonometry. So trigonometry, if you remember, is that SOHCAHTOA that it has right up here. SOHCAHTOA is sine, cosine, and tangent. So when I'm looking at this angle, 5 is the opposite side and x is the adjacent side. So for 3, 4, 5, and 6, when we're looking for the side, we're going to be using tangent. So I'm going to say tangent of 60, so that angle that we got right there, is equal to, tangent is opposite, so directly across from that angle is 5 over x. Okay, so remember when x is on bottom, that means we're dividing. So in order to find x, I'm going to say x is 5 divided by tangent of 60. And I'm writing really large, so I'm going to run out of space. Okay, so my x value is 2.89. Please make sure your calculator's in degree mode. Please, please, please. Okay, so that is just this piece right here, which, if you notice, is not the full side length. Okay, it's only half the side. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to find my side length. So my side is going to be 2 times 2.89. Okay, and when I multiply 2 times 2.89, I get 5.78. Okay, so I have my apothem. I have my side length. The other thing I need is the perimeter. So perimeter, I'm going to do 6 times my side length, which is 5.78. Okay, so when I multiply those, I get 34.68. So now I can find my area. My area is 1/2 my apothem, which is 5, times 34.68. Okay, and when I type that into my calculator, I get 86.7. Okay, so the steps don't change, so I do understand like it's a lot, there's a lot going on here, but the steps don't change. You're going to find your angle. Since you have the apothem and you're looking for a side, you're going to use tangent, double it so that you get the side, find perimeter, find area. So your steps for 3, 4, 5, and 6 are always the same. We're going to find the angle, use tangent, find our side, find perimeter, find area. Okay, I know originally I said I'm going to do 3 and 5, but I already wrote all over 5, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 4, and then you can do 5 and 6, and we'll check them. Okay, on number 4, this is my right angle, so 18 is my apothem, and I'm looking for the part of the side right there. Again, I told you the steps aren't going to change. I'm going to do 180. I have 3 sides, so 3 minus 2 all over 3 times 2. Okay, so that gives me 30 degrees. I'm going to say tangent of 30 is equal to 18 over x. So that tells me x is 18 over tangent of 30. Which is 31.18. Okay, I found my angle, set up tangent, solve for x. Now I can find the whole side length. The way that I find the entire side length is to just multiply by 2. So that tells me my side length is 62.36. I have my apothem. I need perimeter. Perimeter is going to be my number of sides, which is 3 times 62.36. So then my area for number 4 is 1/2. So I know I wrote over 5 and 6 already. Please don't do that. 1/2 times 18. Oh, I didn't write out this number. 3 times 36 is 187.08. Okay, so this would be the 187.08. So the area for number 4, so I know I wrote on 5 and 6, but this is still number 4. I just wrote way too large. The area on number 4 is 1,683.72. Okay, so it's the same steps. So you're going to work 5 and 6, and you're going to do those exact same steps. Find the angle, use tangent, find x, multiply by 2, find the perimeter, fill in your formula. Okay, so pause it, do 5 and 6. Okay, so hopefully you've had a chance to do 5 and 6. On number 5, when you work number 5, you should have gotten that your side length was 14.54. Your perimeter was 72.7. So your area overall was 363.5. And then your overall area on number 6 was 119.52. Okay. All right, so let's go on. Now we have our next set of 4. So we're basically going to do the same thing on this next set of 4. I'm going to do 2 of them, and then you're going to do 2 of them with your group. Okay. On this one, we have the side length, but we are missing our little apothem that goes right here. Okay, so this time we're on 7, 8, 9, and 10. We are looking for the apothem, so we will work this one a little bit differently. It'll start out the same. So we're still going to find that angle first. That's going to be this angle right here, because this is what we're looking for. So we're still going to start by doing the 180 times 5 minus 2 over 5 times 2. Okay, and that tells me my angle is 54. When I set up tangent this time, tangent on these, when I'm looking for the apothem, is x over, and then just be careful, it's not over the entire side, it's only over half of the side. So this would be 4. Okay, so you might make a note for you right here. This is half the side. Okay, so then that means to find my x value, I'm going to do 4 times tangent of 54. Again, make sure your calculator is in degree mode when you're working these. So that tells me my x value is 5.51. Okay, so that's my apothem. No need to double it because it's not part of the side. That is the value I need. So the next thing I'm going to do is find the perimeter. So perimeter is going to be 5, because there's 5 sides, times 8, which is 40. And then I have everything for my formula. My area is going to be 1/2. My apothem, which is 5.51, times my perimeter, which is 40. So my overall area is going to be 110.2. Okay, so we have the side and we're looking for the apothem. We're going to do angle, tangent. This time we're multiplying by tangent, perimeter, area. Okay, so you can write those steps down if it helps you. We're doing the angle, tangent, multiplying by tangent, perimeter, area. Okay, so we'll do the same thing over here. We're going to do 180 times. This one has 6 sides, so 6 minus 2 over 6 times 2, which is 60. Then I'm going to set up my tangent. So this is my triangle. So I'm going to do tangent of 60 is equal to x over, remember it's half your side, so if you need to make a note, this is going to be half your side. Okay, so it would be 11. So that tells me that x is equal to 11 times tangent of 60. Okay, so 11 tangent of 60 is 19.05. Then I'm going to find my perimeter. I'm going to do 6 times 22, which is 132. And then I'm going to fill in my formula. A equals 1/2 times my apothem, which is at 19.05, times my perimeter, which is 132. Okay, when I type that all in, I get 1,257.3. Okay, so using those steps that we did on 9 and 10, you should try, that we did on 7 and 8, you should try 9 and 10. So pause it, try 9, try 10. On number 9, you should get an overall area of 946.4. And you're doing those same steps. Angle, tangent, multiply by tangent, perimeter, area. On number 10, you should get 35.1. Okay, and then we have our last group of 4, and we're going to do the same things that we did on the first 2 groups. I'm going to work 2 of them, and then you're going to have 2 of them. Okay, and this one's a little bit different, but it's about the same. So on these problems, we are given the radius, so we need to find the apothem, and, so I'm going to call this one A, and we need to find the side. So if you want to, on these problems up here, if you want to call that A instead of X, you can. But on here, so that I know they're different things, I'm calling the apothem A and the side X. Okay, so my first job is still to find that angle. So I'm going to do 180 times 4 minus 2 over 4 times 2. Okay, when I do this, I get that my angle is 45. All right, to find A, because this is the angle here, I'm looking for A and I have the hypotenuse. So that's the opposite and the hypotenuse, which means I'm going to use sine. So when I'm looking for A, the apothem, I'm going to use sine. So I'm going to say sine of 45 is equal to A over 3. Okay, so that means A is 3 sine of 45. All right, so that tells me A is 2.12-ish. Okay, then I'm going to find X. X is the adjacent side with the hypotenuse. So for X, I'm going to use cosine of 45 is equal to X over 3, which means X is 3 cosine of 45. So that means X is 2.12. Now, these aren't normally the same. It just works out in this case because it's a square, because that angle is 45 degrees. So I have my apothem. Remember, X is only part of my side, so I'm going to have to multiply to find my side length. I'm going to do 2 times 2.12. I know I'm writing on number 13. You shouldn't. Okay, so that tells me my side length is 4.24. And then I can find my perimeter. My perimeter would be 4 times 4.24, which is 16.96. And then I can use my formula. A equals 1/2. My apothem, which is up here, is 2.12 times my perimeter, which is 16.96. So my overall area for this one is 17.98. Okay, so that's our final answer. So this one does have more steps to it because you have to find both the apothem and the side length. Okay, so I'll do number 12. On number 12, we're going to start by finding our angle. So we're going to do 180 times 6 minus 2 over 6 times 2, which is 60. Then I'm going to find my apothem. So I'm going to do sine of 60 is A over 12.5. So that means A is 12.5 sine of 60, which tells me A is 10.83. Okay, I'm going to find part of the side length. So I'm going to do cosine of 60 is equal to x over 12.5. So that means x equals 12.5 times cosine of 60. So that tells me x is 6.25. So then I can find my overall side length by doing 2 times 6.25, which is 12.5. My perimeter is going to be 6 times 12.5, which is 75. And then I can find my overall area by doing 1/2 times 10.83 times 75, which is 406.13. All right, so like I said, these two, or these four, this group of four has a little bit more to it because you have to find the apothem and you have to find this side because you're given that radius. So pause it, take a minute to do 13, 14, work with your group, check each other. I'm going to erase this so I can write these down for you. All right, number 13. When you work number 13, you should have gotten an area of 138.72. And when you work number 14, you should get an area of 858.41. Okay, um, that's all for area of regular polygons. I hope you'll have a good weekend. Bye, guys.